1 week ago, Alex Van de Piazza engaged in a thrilling opening race duel at Suzuka. During the last pit stop, Piazza made a critical error on pit entry, exceeding the pit road speed limit. The infraction cost Piazza critical time sitting still, while Van de Sant drove away, kicking off the season with a victory. This week, the series moves on to the road course at Motegi, a circuit the IndyCar has run on only once in its long history. That was over 10 years ago, using an entirely different car. Tonight, another stacked field of 30 drivers will line up to take the challenge. Who will walk out of here tonight as the winner and the new points leader? Well, a little over an hour from now, we'll find out. Hello again, everybody. I'm Gary Gotze. Welcome to the race first coverage of Round 2 of Season 1 of 2022 of the Midwest Indy Warriors Formula Indy Series, coming to you from the road course at Twin Ring Motegi in Japan for the Twin Ring Motegi Grand Prix, sponsored by CJaz Endeavors. Thanks for everybody at home joining us again tonight. We are about 2 minutes 45 seconds or so away from the end of qualifying. Provisionally on the pole is Principal Dan, as mentioned in the intro. He has a 132.8. That is going to be, right now, he's in line for his 7th series leading pole since joining the series last season. Right now, sitting next to him, João Di Gregorio with a 130.950. Matthew O'Brien with a 133 flat. Last week's winner, Nicholas Johnson, excuse me, that's not last week's winner. That is, Johnson was a winner in another series, sorry. Van de Sant was last week's winner. He's sitting at a 133, 135, provisionally 7th. Johnston, who had a rough week last week, who was running in a provisional, really in would have been a podium position, really. Just kind of got into a netcode incident with Nate Seifert, and right now he is currently provisionally sitting 4th. Fitzsimmons, rookie, finished provisionally 5th. Dory, provisionally 6th, as we are about another minute and a half or 45 seconds away from ending qualifications. Currently watching on screen, Alex Van de Sant, as aforementioned. Alex is currently provisionally 7th with a 133.135. He is the winner from last week. Like I said, IndyCar only raced here once, and that was in 2011. Reason because of that is the earthquake that happened that year damaged a portion of the oval, so they moved the race to the road course. The one and only time IndyCars used this road course. Track record's held by Scott Dixon for Chip Ganassi Racing and the old IR05 chassis with a time of 1 minute 38.3918 seconds, and as you see, we are considerably faster than that here in the R8 teams. Looks like we're better than 6 seconds a lap better than, or just right around 6 seconds a lap better with the provisional pole speed by Principal Dan here, currently sitting on a 132.8. We're about 30 seconds left in qualifying as we're getting ready to wrap it up and get you tonight's starting lineup from Motegi. But before we get into it, if you enjoy race first coverage of the Midwest Indy Warriors Formula Indy Series and you respect the weekly stream, be sure to support us by smashing the like button below and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next race. Do it now. We got plenty of time. You're not going to miss anything. You got 10 seconds, plenty of time. Use your finger, use your mouse, hit the thumbs up button. We really, really appreciate it. Starting for the pits tonight, due to infractions caused by in the last race, are Caleb Bency, Ethan Oring, and Gareth McAllister. Provisionally, these, of course, if they all qualify. Let's get tonight's starting lineup from Twin Ring Motegi. Let's here we go. Again on the pole for his series leading 7th pole since joining the series last season. Principal Dan, P1. Jao DiGregorio, P2. Michael O'Brien, P3. Nicholas Johnson, P4. And Alex Van de Sant, P5. And Finley Fitzsimmons, the rookie from the UK, in 6th. Principal Dan's teammate, Dorian, P7. Bruno Miranda had a bit of a rough week last week in the RIL, is doing well tonight and provisionally 8th. Or excuse me, officially 8th. Christopher Hill, P9. Nate Seifert last week finished on 3rd place on the podium, the defending champion with the number 1 there. Nate Seifert finishes provisionally 10th. God, why am I saying provisionally? No, he qualified 10th. No more provisionals. Top 10 finisher last week, Matt Taylor, P11. Byron Daly, P12. Caleb Bency, P13. Caleb is using some, I don't know, remanufactured equipment, reconfigured equipment, whatever. He's not using what he's normally used to. And what is Alex Van de Sant doing? P14, Armando Edwards. P15, JJ Wang with a great effort there. P16, Gavin Sanders. Gavin, you got beat by JJ, buddy. P17, Jacob Oster. Want to welcome him to the series. P18, Blaze Andrich. P19, Jeff Groff will be riding along with him later in the race. P20, friend Dakota DeMade. P21, Christian Jasper. We'll be hearing a lot about him tonight. P22, Cody Claymore with a great run. P23, the defending, well, we haven't had another season, but reigning and defending Race First IndyCar Challenge champion, Jao Ritter, P23. Alex Penn, P24. Logan Spath, 25th. Daniel Miglin, 26th. Cristobal Valenzuela, 27th. Rodrigo Munoz, 28th. Gareth McAllister, 29th. Wes Weisbrod, the master of the push-to-pass button in practice, he is 30th. Matt Houston, 31st. Nick Goyette, 32nd. Shane Coogan, 33rd. Zachary Flaum, 34th. Jeffrey Belk, 35th. Kendall Billings, 36th. And that rounds out tonight's lineup. It looks like Brandon Felder and Greg Andrade did not qualify. Oops, don't want that. We want that. There we go. See if we can get a better view. Nope, not a better view from the blimp. Let's see if we can get a better view here. Getting ready to go here. Lights are on. Standing start. Signature of the FIS. And we are green, underway at Twin Run Ray Motegi, and we are going massively wide in the back of the field. Here comes Alex Van de Sant. Screw in the inside there. He's going to go get the position on Jao, as we are all sorts of positions wide going back through turns 1 and coming into turn 2. Oh, we got a part going for that. That might be Nate Seifert. That might be Seifert. That was I saw a green part. We'll have to find out here in a second. Sweeping through the S's. Jao got the position back from Alex Van de Sant. Coming down to the hairpin. Coming on to, this is turn 10, coming down to what we call the wee straight. Downhill, braking into another high braking passing opportunity area. Underneath the oval, much like at Monza. Into the final corner. And down the front straight. We got one lap under our belt here. And it is a pretty fast pace right now with everybody going on. Yeah, this is a five-way battle right here. Piazza, Di Gregorio, Dory, Van de Sant, and Michael O'Brien, they pretty much separated themselves by about a second over Christopher Hill in P6, Bruno Miranda P7, Fitzsimmons in P8, Daly P9, and Taylor has worked his way up one position in the 10th. Your biggest gainer has been Dory, up 4 spots, currently in P3. We'll get the camera on him just a second. There he is. Also up 3 spots, Christopher Hill. Up 5 spots, Gavin Sanders back in the P11. But where is... We got some guys have already stopped on pit road. We got Will Ricebrook currently getting damage fixed on pit road. Nicholas Johnson is in an extended stop right here. Daniel Miglin made a stop. Not sure what he got replaced, possibly just a wing. Armando Edwards is back into the wall here, and he punches out. Nate Seifert did make a stop on pit road to get the wing replaced. He is back in 31st, excuse me. Dakota the Maid is nursing a very floppy wheel right now in that Sunset Arctic car. He is trying to make his way back around, currently in 30th position. Gareth McAllister started from the pits in 29th. Here's another big mover, Caleb Bency. Even though he qualified where he qualified, he had to start from the pits. He is currently in P23. And I don't think Ethan Oring made a start tonight, so he'll have to probably repeat his penalty for next week. Probably right in front of Caleb Bency is really kind of 2 of his corporate teammates. First of all, Shane Coogan there in the 1994-ish Chip Ganassi team, Chip Ganassi throwback there. And right in front of him is the boss man. Matt Houston has worked his way up to 21st, up 10 spots. A lot of attrition in the back have moved people up a lot. Houston up 10, Coogan up 11, Jeffrey Belk up 10, Nick Goyette up 6, Zachary Flaum up 7, and that's again all in the back. The biggest loser right now at the moment is Nicholas Johnson, who had a great race in the RIL this week, last week, at Long Beach. He is currently sitting in 33rd, minus 29 spots. Back up front on the soft tires is Principal Dan. Right behind him is João Di Gregorio, also on the soft tires. And right behind him, also on the soft tires, is Dan Piazza's teammate, Dory. They are all on the alternate compounds, as well as Michael O'Brien at P4. Alex Van de Sant playing the long game. He has opted to go with the standard tire, the regular tire, or the prime tires, people like to say. He is currently P5, and he's the highest placed prime tire car at the moment. The whole first lap was carnage. Well, we didn't get to see a lot of it in the back, but we did see some parts flying. And then when you get that many cars on this track, we're talking 35 cars, and on a standing start too, it can be a little bit hectic. It looks like the top 4 have kind of checked out a little bit in front of Alex. Actually, that top 5 that was kind of breaking away for a little bit over Christopher Hill kind of spaced themselves out a little bit. And looks like Will got on a ridiculous dive bomb. Okay. And we'll have to have the race control look at that one possibly for next week. Get back up to the front. That is last week's winner, Alex Van de Sant, right there, currently for P5. Top 3 have kind of broken away right here. No, it's Matt Short. Okay, hey, Matt, how you doing? Yeah, man. You should always give it a shot. There's always points out there. Even if you're not feeling well or whatever, you can start the race and park it or take a couple laps and see that carnage on that first lap. You would have gained quite a few spots even if you started at the rear, yeah. Believe me, I understand, though. A lot of illness going around, not just with COVID, but just seasonal stuff. The post-holiday blah from a lot of people. Just general everyday fatigue affecting a lot of folks. But yeah, feel you, man. Understand. We'll catch you next week, though. Next week, we move to Okayama. First time I will be seeing the IndyCars racing on that circuit. Probably most of you for the first time as well. A little further on back, Bruno Miranda going wide in the hairpin, trying to keep it underneath him as he's losing position after position. Almost collects Will Weisbrod. Almost collects JJ Wang. He's back underway, but that's a lot of lost positions. Defending well that time right was Christopher Hill. Christopher Hill is right now carrying the flag for his team at the moment, as his teammate, Nate Seifert, is buried down in 30th spot. Back up to your leader here. Take a look at the Midwest Kennedy Warriors Formula Indy Series Driver Points Championship at the moment. Of course, this is pretty much how they finished last week. Alex Van der Sant won the race. He is in P1. Daniel Beauchamp, who is not in the lineup tonight, I do not think. He is P2, but he is going to lose ground to Nate Seifert. Even Seifert is going to make up some ground because the fact that Beauchamp's not here. Dory is fourth in the championship. Di Gregorio's fifth. Taylor sixth. Sanders seventh. Armando Edwards eighth. Piazza ninth. And Bruno Miranda in 10th. Team championship. Vans in Sand Racing. That is Alex Van der Sant and Matt Taylor. They are currently first in the team championship. Old Dog second. And Team Kamigoya Sunset Arctic in third with 42. Tight battle there for third. Because FBR Motorsports and Team Goon Squad are in a tie for that fourth spot. And only 10 points behind them is Team Watson Racing. That's the remainder of the top 10 in your team championship. I want to thank today's sponsor. This is the Grand Prix of the Motegi Grand Prix, brought to you by CJaz Endeavors. From commercials to video games, from books to blurbs, if you have voice work of any sort that needs to be done, Christian Jasper is your guy. Demos are at the ready upon request, and he's eager to work on whatever project you have. Message at CJaz Endeavors. That's the letter CJAZ. Endeavors on Twitter for pricing to get the ball rolling today. Again, it's CJaz Endeavors, all one word, on Twitter. Contact him today. Go check out Christian Jasper, see how he is doing at the moment. There he is in P16. And while we are with him, there he is. You can see the Twitter handle right there on his rear wing. But while we are racing with him, do the ride along. And there you have it, a lap and a half or so of the Motegi road course here. Not part of the oval. It's a separate facility. We got a car off in the background there. It's a separate course, although when IndyCar did run here, they ended up using the pits on the front stretch of the oval. I understand that correctly. I gotta go back and watch that race. It's such a long time ago. 10 years, more than 10 years. Wow, it's hard to believe. 2011, when they were using the last year for the IRO5 before they moved on to the DW12, and then, of course, a couple years later, they raced in those cars about 4 or 5 years, and then 6 years, actually. And then they moved on to these, the IR18s, which are the DW12s. That's the body and the tub. It's just a different aero package on there. That's the big deal there. Much better looking car than the 12s. 12s, though, were insanely fast. They had a lot of downforce. Punched a huge hole in the air. Get back up to the front here. Principal Dan heading down the front straight here at Motegi. Here we go. Got the track map for you. Again, not a very familiar course. A lot of folks, again, only raced on once by the Indy cars, so that's why I got the track map going right here. And going through the S's. Probably the starting lineup said Monday Night Indy fixed. To get this overlay system working here. Well, up at the front, Dan continues to put on a torrid pace here. João Di Gregorio is keeping pace with him right there. Not letting him out of his sight. Again, this is very similar to what we saw last week at Suzuka Circuit between Principal Dan and Alex Van de Sant. Alex was a leader for most of that, for pretty much all that time, and they kept it close, really close, for much of their entire runs, other than what happened on the last pit stop, as Dan came in, got caught speeding, and had to take that penalty hold in the pits while Alex kind of drove off and ended up winning that race running away. Oh, we got a problem on the racetrack. Alex Finley Fitzsimmons off right here. Good looking car that he has there. Had a bit of an off, dropped him down to 13th and into the clutches of Blaze Andrich. While we're back here, Caleb Bency up to 16. Nate Seifert just getting around Logan Spaeth for a position. Nate Seifert up to 27. Back to Caleb Bency here. Next for him is this 4-car battle between Finley, Blaze Andrich, and Christian Jasper. Is all for position. Ooh, Christian Jasper on the inside of Blaze Andrich coming down into the hairpin. And it looks like Blaze Andrich decided to go to pit road, as we got a number of cars on pit road. Matt Taylor on pit road. Armando Edwards looks like he is not picked back up. I think Armando Edwards might be done. He had a very hard shunt though, so I don't know if he's going to get an extended stop or not to get repaired. Matt Taylor back out underway, rejoining the field in right behind Cody Claiborne there in 19th spot. Cody in the fish car. Oh, Cody going wide there a little bit. Maybe Matt's going to get that position back. Battle for position right here. Claiborne, Taylor, and Jow Ritter. Jeffrey Belk, that fourth car on back there. Oh, Matt Taylor, whoa, what a, oh, and he gets, oh, it's just a tap. It's just a tap, but it's enough to put Cody Claiborne around. Oh, my goodness. Matt Taylor might have given up a couple positions. Not sure. Hopefully he's not too damaged. Hopefully Cody can get back around. He's still having a hard time going there. Oh, that's costly. Jeffrey Belk, Jow Ritter side by side, coming down into the hairpin. Very stacked, tightly packed field back here. Not a lot going on at the front. Definitely the mid-pack is pretty exciting. Saw a car go around here a little bit ago. Not sure who that was. Get back up front. There is your leader, Principal Dan. He has about a second lead over the Brazilian, Gregorio, and his teammate. 1.9 second lead that Gregorio has over Dory. Closest battle on the racetrack at the moment is right here for P7. This is a battle between Byron Daly, the rookie. I believe he's making it his first start, and Gavin Sanders moving his way up to P8. Gavin holding the banner for his team today. Team Kamigoye Sunset Arctic with the bit of a rough start there by Dakota the Maid. Dakota's back in 33rd. Here is P3, the Old Dogs team. Got Muttley there on the rear deflector. Don't know who Muttley is? Go search up Hanna-Barbera Muttley. He was in some of those Wacky Races cartoons back in the 70s and 80s. Had that that really infectious laugh, like he was wheezing. Muttley there. He was Dirk Dastardly's dog, maybe? I have to go back and look that up. I'm better on IndyCar history than I am with old Hanna-Barbera history. Jeff Groff on pit road. Like he might have got some damage for taken care of there. Nope, that's just the graphics popping in and out. Great looking car there. He is getting normal service, looks like. Long hold. He might have had a speeding penalty. Oh, that's unfortunate. There is Principal Dan, 14 of 42 in the books. For joining us, thanks a lot. This is round 2 of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series, coming to you from Twin Ring Motegi for the Twin Ring Motegi Grand Prix, sponsored by CJaz Endeavors. From commercials to video games, from books to blurbs, if you have any voice work of any sort that needs to be done, Christian Jasper is your guy. Demos are already upon request and is eager to work on whatever project you have. Message at CJaz Endeavors on Twitter for pricing to get the ball rolling. That is CJAZ Endeavors, all one word, on Twitter. Thank him for sponsoring today's race here at Twin Ring Motegi. A bit further back, let's get the camera here on Mighty Mo. Mo here. Michael O'Brien. A very solid P4 effort going on here for the rookie. And when we say rookie, just rookie to the series. Obviously, pro guys know what he's doing. Rocking the SimCube sponsorship, so we probably know what his wheelbase is. Right behind him, and unable really to make up any time here as he gets a little squirrely under acceleration, Alex Van de Sant. He started 5th, currently is 5th. For Van den Sand Racing, but also for Team Powerslide there, what you see on the side there, that will be sporting, or campaigning for rather, in the Lionheart IndyCar Series, as well as a lot of fixed and open official races. He is your current points leader. Right behind him, oh, we get a close-up there, Christopher Hill. We're getting a bit of a three-car battle here between Christopher Hill, Byron Daly, and Gavin Sanders. All these guys are on the prime tire. I want to give a shout out to JJ Wang. This man has been fast all week here. This is obviously a road course that caters to his style. Currently P10, and he is hanging with some of the best road racers that this iRacing surface has to offer. JJ Wang, deserving of a shout out for that effort. Still, we got quite a ways to go. Don't want to jinx him with the commentator's jinx. We still have yet to reach the first pit stops here. Caleb Bency, P13 now, worked his way up there from starting in the pits. Car that we saw during the ride-along, Team I5G, Jacob Oster, making his first start in the series. Having a bit of a rough day. Really getting on Gareth McAllister's attenuator there, under braking. Whereas that is the famous Team I5G that does the weekly Arc Break weekly videos that you see on YouTube. Uh-oh. Something happened to Gavin Sanders. We in the pits, Gavin Sanders? Gavin Sanders in the pits. Regularly scheduled pit stop. He is down in the way. Let's see here where he will rejoin the field. So another car behind him might be, it's Cristobal Valenzuela. One of the backfire cars. Gavin rejoins as we get the camera shaking around here. Rejoins back in 14th. So far, he is the leader of all the cars that have pitted, except for Caleb Bency. Caleb is, I believe it. He started from the pits, and so he is. That's why we show him with a pit time. But he is 17 laps on his current stint. So really, Gavin is the first car and highest in the standings that is pitted already. So to his advantage. Battle here back to Oster and McAllister. Dory on pit road, as well as Alex Van de Sant on pit road. We got Michael O'Brien on pit road. We got Zhao on pit road. We got Principal Dan is off and away. So he stopped and he is off and away. JJ Wang on pit road here. Still showing Di Gregorio on pit road. Do you have a speeding penalty? Must have, or had some damage. Oh, that's painful. Christian Jasper on pit road, coming off of pit road right now. Alex Penn, we haven't talked about him. Team Penske. Penske, I know, I think it's a play on Penske. But he is making his rookie campaign here in the Formula Indy Series. Currently 19th. Nate Seifert right there behind him. He is pitted. He is 3 laps into his current stint, so he's... Oh, Penn off track there. Trying to get back underway. Joe Ritter clears him. It's just, I think that's just the state of really cold prime tires. Nate's worked his way up to 19th. Made 2 stops for today. One to get that part replaced. Probably topped off the tank there. Got a new set of tires. Went a little bit longer than most everyone else. Stopped again. And he's got 1 more to go, probably to get to the distance. I believe everyone's got 1 more to go. Got a battle right here. Watching Finley Fitzsimmons and João Di Gregorio both on push to pass. Jacob Oster again. Gareth McAllister in the pit road. This should be normal service. Gonna stick with prime tires. Probably save the alts for last. Getting topped off, down and away. 10.3 in the box. Principal Dan, your leader by 7 seconds. 7 seconds over Michael O'Brien, who's worked his way up to P2. Alex Van de Sand's worked his way up into a podium position for P3. And Dory is back there in P4. Gavin Sanders, first car, get lighting up a little bit coming into the hairpin. First car that pitted there. He's now worked his way up to 5th. Currently on his tail is Christopher Hill. That PRI sponsored car. Drivers are saying post pre-race interviews that the conditions here are pretty slick. Love some Market Break Weekly, yeah. Even my daughter loves watching that, and she just roars hysterically at it. They were on to something. But hey, if you liked, Christopher Hill getting in there deep. Let's pop into the cockpit here. Christopher Hill as he's chasing down Gavin Sanders. Gavin, of course, they're both on the alt tires, so it was pretty evenly matched. Hill is about 1 lap to the better on a fresher set of tires there. So if you like watching Arca Break Weekly, and that's something you might get a kick out of, join us on May 13th. That's Friday, May 13th. Christopher Hill on Push to Pass. He's going to get a run on him here. We'll tell you about what the programming note here. Gavin double checks him a little bit. In deep, and he goes wide. And Gavin gets the position back. And he loses a position, a lapped car. That is the 6 of Midland. No, that is the 06 of Byron Daly. So that is a 4 position, actually. So once again, mark on your calendars. It's going to be Friday, March 13th. So yes, Friday the 13th, right here on Race First. The opening race on the fixed Indy 500 weekend. We were going to cover the bottom split. We will cover the bottom split of the fixed Indy 500. It'll be myself, and let's see, who else is going to be joining? It'll be Stephen Larkamp, my partner that you hear on Monday nights and occasionally on Wednesday nights. And then we will also have this man right here, Alex Van Desant, will be joining us in the booth, providing some commentary, some driver commentary, some driver critiquing. We will attempt to do the broadcast, the bottom split of the fixed Indy 500 on May 13th. That's Friday the 13th. Mark your calendars, circle the date. Should be a blast. We might also do some other races that weekend. We haven't decided yet. Of course, the first race on Saturday is the broadcasted race. That will be the big broadcasted race, so we won't interfere with that. But we might do top splits on one of the other races, maybe the final race of the weekend, at maybe that 9 a.m. Eastern Sunday race. One of these races I got to race in, so I can't do them all. Let's look at some battles here on the racetrack. This battle right here, back with Gavin, Daly, and Hill, is really the closest one among the closest one on the racetrack. Although I do want to go back and look at this battle with Fitzsimmons, Oster, and DiGregorio. Yes. Oh. DiGregorio just, Oster just kind of lets DiGregorio go on by. Probably saw he had the red tires. Probably didn't think it was, maybe a good fight to put up. Tactically sound. Hey, if you're looking for any type of good paint livery, check out, might want to contact Jow. He does a pretty good job. He and I have similar tastes in cars and paints that we like. He's chasing down Byron Daly. Bruno Miranda, something happened to him. He is now out. Here's the man I normally get my paints from. Here's Dakota DeMay there with Jacob Oster. He punched out. He is back in the pits under damage. And not sure what happened. Maybe we got a second to see what happened. Do that. And under acceleration. Just comes on around. Yep. Been there, done that. Light damage, punches out, should get that fixed, should be able to rejoin the race, but well down in the order. That battle with the DiGregorio and Fitzsimmons continues to rage on. Fitzsimmons on push to pass. He only has one left. We're about at the halfway point. Just past the halfway point, as a matter of fact. Race and commentate. I don't know you could bleep out the F-bomb as many times as I say that during the race. Although, I did a pretty good job last year. I was nervous as all hell on my first fixed Indy 500. Started from the pits, as a matter of fact. I qualified fifth. I started from the pits because I didn't know anybody in my split, and I didn't trust any of them. And sure enough, turn one, lap one, the car that would have started next to me wrecks. So I dodged that bullet and dodged a couple bullets during that day. Finished fourth. Pretty happy about that performance. Had a nice increase in the safety rating. The highest increase of the safety ratings of anybody in that split. Lid's battle has seemed to have calmed down, but we are going to go back to the battle with Gavin Sanders here in P5, and Byron Daly is sticking with him. Cristobal Valenzuela, E13, Nate Seifert right behind him, Jow Ritter right with him. This is all a battle for position. Blaze Andrich making a pit stop. Shane Coogan there getting a position there. Caleb Bensi just kind of struggling. That's okay. I mean, just finishing the race might be part of the battle. Kind of in a group with some corporate teammates there. Cody Claiborne, Logan Spath, guys he's comfortable with, Shane Coogan. You know, just get the car home, get some valuable points, especially after last week. And, I've been there before, and those last weeks you would want to forget them. Kind of by himself at the moment by about 9 seconds is Principal Dan. I believe he's led every lap so far of this event. They had the lead for 108 and finished third. Well, you wouldn't be the first time that any driver has led that many laps and not won the race. Ask Michael Andretti. I led some. I think I led about 10 laps or so. I stayed out for a pit cycle and was actually might have had enough fuel to make it to the end, but I was going to really have to conserve and probably would have lost more than what I eventually finished at. So I had the guys Dakota and Matt coaching me, and they advised to go ahead and pit, top off, and brought our car home fourth. Here is P2, Michael O'Brien, under pressure right now from Alex Van Nessant, one of the closest battles on the racetrack at the moment. O'Brien a little wide there on corner exit. Van Nessant getting close. Van Nessant has 9 push to pass. O'Brien has a full contingency of 10. Currently see this duo between turns 4 and 5. A little bit of a straight here between 5 and 6 underneath the racetrack, underneath the oval. Understanding is that the oval has not been used since 2010 for a race. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it has not been used since 2010 when IndyCar last ran there. They use it now occasionally for testing, parking for MotoGP events, and Honda used it. I think they said, I read an article that Sato did some laps on it in his IR18 that won the Indy 500 for one of the Honda days out there. But my understanding is that the oval is kind of in a state of disrepair, which is too bad. But, you know, it takes money to keep these things up. But you'd think a company like Honda, getting a good run here in this battle for position. This is a battle for second. Coming down the main straight. One of them is going to be on push to pass. Alex used one that last time by. Alex to the inside. We're going to have a battle for pass for position right here. P2, Alex Van Nessant. But yeah, you would think a company like Honda would have enough money to maybe keep the place in somewhat shape. But they also own Suzuka Circuit and you know, some other assets they own that might be more important. Motegi kind of sits out in the middle of nowhere, kind of really at the top of them. I believe it's kind of up in the mountains a little bit. But would I like to see IndyCar and the IR8 teams come back here? Yeah, love it. Maybe not the 18s, maybe the next car, whatever the next gen car that I don't want to say next gen, it sounds too NASCAR-ish, but the next iteration of what IndyCar will be driving in 2023, excuse me. You know the chassis is getting old when a whole bunch of teams are going to be racing next year in the IndyCar Series. They use them all up. Oop, little twitch coming in the turn in there, but he makes it through underneath the track once again. This little last set of corners, I believe it's called victory turn. Victory corner, sorry. Take a high above here in the race verse 1 airship. We will go through the field here a little bit. Here is Michael O'Brien currently holding down that third step on the podium underneath the oval. Here is Dory clearing the oval right there. Byron Daly worked his way around Gavin Sanders, now in the 5th spot. Gavin Sanders holding down 6th. Looking on another top 10 for the series, or season 1 champion, the inaugural season champion there. Also leads the series in career wins. Right behind him, Christopher Hill. JJ Wang up to P8. What a run. There is Zhao trying to recover lost time after caught speeding on pit in there during his last stint. Right behind him is Finley Fitzsimmons in the 420, and I'm sure that's not his birth date. Sure, it has nothing to do with marijuana whatsoever. Nothing. That is your top 10 at the moment. Right now, Matt Taylor, right outside the top 10, looking to try to get his second straight top 10. He is a rookie, but once again, like a lot of guys here in this series, rookies in name only. Matt Taylor, of course, is a participant on JJ Wang on pit road. It's going to be his last stop there. Taylor getting a position on him. Matt Taylor is a participant in the actually 3 series in the Lionheart IndyCar Series: the Speedway, the IndyCar Series, the Speedway Series, which is the DW12, and the Retro Series, which is the Lotus 79. Does well in all 3 of them, so he is not a slouch by any means, and not a rookie. Much like when Montoya came to Indianapolis in 2000. Not a rookie. Nate Seifert moving his way up to 12th, 14 laps into his current stint. Probably looking at another stop here coming up soon. Cristobal Valenzuela for that backfire team, P13. There's Christian Jasper, and sponsoring today's race. Also, we'll hop on board with the ride-along. Of course, the ride-along was brought to you by KidWorks OC. Go to kidworksoc.org to see how you can help restore an at-risk neighborhood and to make a difference in a child's life. We want to thank them for sponsoring the ride-along lap. We'll pop on to one of them here with about 5 laps to go, and 5 laps from now, and we'll check their progress. Another ride-along lap there for KidWorks OC. Of course, the Grand Prix of Twin Ring Motegi is brought to you by CJaz Endeavors, from commercials to video games, from books to blurbs. If you have voice work of any sort that needs to be done, Christian Jasper is your guy. Demos are at the ready upon request, and is eager to work on whatever project you have. Message at CJaz Endeavors on Twitter for pricing to get the ball rolling. I don't know if we got a good camera shot that you can see. Possibly, there is his Twitter handle. There's part of it. We're not going to get it all there. back up to race first one airship. Joe Ritter, P15. Alex Penn, there he is, emerging, and P16. Matt Houston, the boss man, up 14 spots. Way to go, boss man. He is up in the 17th position. Good solid day for the 66. Way to rebound from the last couple of rough weeks. Good effort. Zachary Flaum there right behind him in the pink trimmed number 18. Got a battle on pit road here as Di Gregorio is now hitting pit road once again for his final stop. Well, he did not speed. On board with him right now as he's getting service done. Going to the Prime Tires, down and away. That's his final stop. He is good to go to the finish. Here's Christian Jasper, and it's a good time to check him out as he's on a new set of reds for tonight's second ride-along for the Kids Orgo C. Once again, I want to thank KidWorks OC for sponsoring the Ride Along Lap. KidWorks OC, go to KidWorks OC to see how you can help restore at-risk neighborhoods and make a difference in a child's life. Do it today. Let's get back to the front here, or at least through the field a little bit more. Caleb Bency working his way up to 19th spot. Here's Zachary Flaum here. We saw him a little bit earlier. Shane Coogan working his way up to 21st. He's up 12 spots. Logan Spath right behind him. He worked his way up 3 spots. Cristobal Valenzuela, of course, just got done with his pit cycle. Backfire Racing, P23. Nick Goyette, there he is, P24, up 8 spots. Jeff Groff having a bit of a rougher day than last week. He's currently P25 in the 25, down 6, but soldiering on. Nicholas Johnson, not the day he was looking for. Having a rough day. Down 22 spots, P26, after an opening lap fracas. Currently just kind of riding it out at the moment in P26. Dan Miglin, also right there. He is also had a bit of a rough day down in P27. Starting only down 1 spot, so But he just, riding up quickly there on the car in front of him. I believe, I'm not sure who that is. Dakota the Maid, not a great day either. Struggling back in 28th after getting damage on, it was left front there on the opening series of laps. Looking to rebound. Rodrigo Munoz, one of the backfire cars there. E29. Cody Claiborne in the fish car. Well, he's got spun around by Matt Taylor, and been kind of downhill from him from there. The 31 in 30th spot, and Will Weisbrod, who had a bit of an adventure on the opening laps as well, is currently soldiering on in 31st. Out of the race, Jacob Oster, Bruno Miranda, Jeffrey Belk, and Armando Edwards. That's 32nd, 33rd, 34th, and 35th. Gavin Sanders on pit road for his final stop. Finley Fitzsimmons might have sped on the pit road. Principal Dan on pit road for his final stop. And he comes out in front of Alex Van de Sande. I'm thinking, I have not seen a different leader all day. I'm thinking Dan might lead all laps. We'll have to check that out. I need that confirmation from someone that sees the final standings. That includes laps led and fastest lap. Eight laps to go here at Twin Ring Motegi on the road course. Principal Dan looking to go wire to wire. Might have at least 3 crowns of the Grand Slam, 3 jewels of the Grand Slam. He on the way to the win, got the pole, led the most laps. I don't know if he's had the fastest lap. Let's check that stat real quick. Not a good way to sort it, but we'll 113.269. Seifker 113.274 is a little bit faster. So 113. That might be that might dethrone him. So he might. And I don't. And with the prime tires on, I don't know if he's going to actually get another shot, even though he's on light tanks. 113.269 miles per hour. Sorry, we're looking at miles per hour. Let's look at time here. 133.808, Seifert 133.803. I believe that is going to be your purple lap at the moment. Battle right here between Coogan and Fitzsimmons for position. There's a top 20 spot. Caleb Bency, I believe, hitting pit road. Caleb Bency did more than hit pit road. He hit something else. Let's take a look at what happened with Caleb Bency. Oh. Side by side, a little bit of net code, and a whole lot of damage. 2 cars involved there. I believe that's Alex Penn as well. So another rough day for Caleb Bency. Principal Dan here, and the Old Dogs Racing team has got Zach Plow right in front of him there, getting moving alongside him there on the long wee straight there. Coming down to one of the couple of hairpins here on this track. Definitely a passing zone. Getting ready to hit the main straight and come to 6 to go here. Motegi. Right in front of him is the boss man at Houston's 15th. And actually, Dan has got the field lapped up to P15. So half the field, roughly, has been lapped. Your top 10, Principal Dan, Alex Van de Sant, your points leader, looking for another good points day. Dan's teammate Dory, going to look for a good points day there for the Old Dogs. Michael O'Brien in P4, Byron Daly in P5, Christopher Hill P6. Matt Taylor worked his way up to 7th. Told you he is looking at another top 10 probably. JJ Wang hanging around that bottom portion of the top 10 all day today in P8. Great run on his part. João Di Gregorio P9. And Nate Seifert has kind of recovered and has worked his way up to a top 10 spot here after losing a wing on the opening lap. Once again, another stellar effort by the reigning and defending Formula Indy Series champion. Ooh. Gavin Sanders having a bit of a rough time of it here in the bottom portion of the top 10. Look at a number of cars that still have to pit, I believe. He's working his way in the 12th spot. Christian Jasper. That's a lap car right behind him in João Ritter, P13. Christian Jasper right in front of him in 11th. Gareth McAllister on pit road coming out. He's done for his final stop. He's good to go. Well, we got a moment next week. Join us same time, same channel right here on youtube.com/raceverse. Make sure that while you got an opportunity and while you're thinking about it, take your mouse, drag it down to that thumbs up button, click it. Take your finger there on your phone, push it. Give us a thumbs up if you like today's coverage of the Twin Wing Motegi Grand Prix, brought to you by CJaz Endeavors. But next week, we are going to the full course at Okayama for 54 laps, and then we will take a week off, I believe, or not. No, I don't think we'll take a week. You know, I gotta understand my calendar a little bit better. I don't think we're taking a week off. I think that we're going straight to Mount Panorama, and then another week after that is they come back to North America to Mosport, where they will finish up the remainder of the season in North America and start the second half of the season at Indianapolis. Yeah, they're going to get a week off. After the 25th, there's a week off there, so I had to double check on that. Typically, they do 3 weeks of back-to-back races, and then back-to-back-to-back races. Week off, back-to-back-to-back, week off. Give everyone a little bit of time to practice, whatnot. More to go. And we really don't have any close battles at all on the racetrack. None. Everyone's kind of separated themselves a little bit. This might be the closest one right here. Dory and O'Brien, I think, is the closest one. Or Dory and Van de Sant. Both of them on push to pass. Back up to the front, coming to 3 to go. Nice picture from the drone cam there. Working our way around turn 1 here. 2 laps to go here at Motegi. Let's pop on board here for the final lap here. On push to pass. Smoke them if you got them. Final lap here at Motegi. Push to pass again. Trying to get that fast lap here at the very end. I don't think it's going to be in the tires, though. Got 3 more pushes of that button, though. Down into the hairpin here. I have a long straight he's looking at right here. Downhill. On push to pass. Alex right behind him. He is Winchester. Dory is Winchester. They are done. Dan still has 2. I don't think he's going to get that purple lap. He might only got the triple. We'll find out here. But here he comes for his 2nd win here in the series. Principal Dan from the Monza area. Alex Van de Sant bringing home 2nd. Dory, great day for the old dogs, P3. Michael Bryan, P4. Byron Daly, Christopher Hill getting ready to cross the start-finish line. Byron Daly finishes top 5. Christopher Hill. Matt Houston, something. Oh, he crossed the start-finish line already because he was lapped down. Matt Taylor just getting ready to cross the start-finish line. So good points day for his team, finishing 2nd and 7th. JJ Wang, great day for him. P8. Zhao, a little bit of what could have been. Going to finish P9. Here comes Siefker. He's going to get himself a top 10 after another improbable drive becomes possible, much like his drive there at Brazil. That's how championship drives are done. And there we got the photo opportunity for the old dog squad. They are flying in formation. Victory formation tonight for Principal Dan Piazza, and the old dog squad. watch them make their victory lap. Let's get a look at tonight's final standings from top 2 of our Japanese tour. Big in Japan tour. Big in Japan. There you have it. Principal Dan is your winner tonight. Second win of his career here in the series. And we are 2 for 2 this season as parity reigns supreme still here in the FIS. Alex Van Sant finishing second. Good point stay for him. Doriano, or as I call Dory, P3 there. Great day again for the Old Dog squad. Michael O'Brien, great day for him. Just kind of hung out there all day long near the front. P4. Byron Daly, great rookie effort there for a P5. Rookies have done great this season with a second, a fourth, and a fifth already. I have to look at last week's results. There might be more than that, and I'm just not remembering right now. Anyways, that's your top 5. It's Piazza, Van Sant, Dory, O'Brien, and Daly, your top 5. Christopher Hill coming in P6. Matt Taylor, again, I said another great day for that team. Teammate to Van Sant there in P7. JJ Wang, P8. Got to be one of their near the career best for him. Great day for him. Jao Di Gregorio, P9. Nate Skeefert in P10. Christian Jasper, a solid day in P11. Gavin Sanders, not sure what happened to him. Might have had those tires there at the end, just not agree with them. P12. Joe Ritter, P13. Matt Houston worked his way up to 14th. And that is a gain of 17 spots. And he is not quite your big gainer. We'll get to the big gainer here in a second. Finley Fitzsimmons finishing 15th. Here is your big gainer, I do believe. I'm looking at this. Yep, that is it. Nope. Yeah, this is your big gainer. Zachary Flaum up 18 spots. Gareth McAllister, P17. Shane Coogan, P18. Logan Spath, P19. Blaze Alexander, P20. That is your top 20. Your top 25 is Cristobal Valenzuela, Jeff Groff, Nicholas Johnston. Another, not a great day for him as well. Nick Goyette and Daniel Miglin there. Top 25. Your top 30 is Dakota Gamaid, Rodrigo Munoz, Cody Claiborne, Will Weisbrod, and Alex Penn. 31 through 35, Caleb Bency, Jacob Oster, Bruno Miranda, Jeffrey Belk, Armando Edwards. And the final 3, I believe, did not qualify. Billings, Fielder, and Andrade did not qualify, so they are DNF, but they are credited with 36th, 37th, and 38th. Woo! Not a very exciting race. We saw some stuff happen. There's a little bit of drama. But it's going to be a very Italian day here on the interview. Let's see what we got here. Got 2 guys from Italy here that are probably wanting to go to bed. So let's get them in here into the interview room, starting with P3 Dory. Hello, Dory. Congratulations, P3. A great day for you. A great day for your team. Please tell us about your race.
Hello, Gary. Yeah, very nice race with a mistake in the pit because first mistake on the qualify. I don't catch the best lap. Then lucky on the first lap because rear car brake too late on the turn 2. Mm-hmm. Very lucky for me. But in the pit, I changed the type of tire to primary before start, and then rechange the tires. I lose 10 seconds. Okay, but very nice race for me and for team, naturally.
Yeah, a great race for your team. Next week, moving to Okayama. Have you ever raced in an IndyCar at Okayama before?
Yes, and I like this track, and I think it's a great battle in next week.
Before we let you go, is there anybody that you would like to say hello to or shout out to while we got you here on the stream?
Sorry, can you can you call Dan? He English is very good, not for me.
That's okay. Well, before we let you go, is there anything that you'd like to say in your own language to people listening at home?
Ok, grazie a tutti, grazie a Danilo che abbiamo lavorato bene assieme e viva all dogs.
Well, grazie and congrats, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary.
I always like listening to the Formula One radios when Ferrari when you grazie, and I just love it. So very excited, Dory on a P3 there. Great day for his team. Let's go ahead and bring Alex on down here. Hey, Alex, P2 today. The grind continues. This is what, day 14 or whatever of a continuous IndyCar race streak you're on, something like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, been a long weekend.
Well, tell us about that start. You got up there. You made a very aggressive start, a great start. Got up there, challenged for a bit, and then just kind of felt Zhao got you back. And you kind of stuck behind him for the better part of that first stint. Then Zhao looks like he got a pit road speeding penalty, got that position back. But by that point, Dan was just kind of able to kind of speed off in the distance and leave you behind, wasn't he?
Yeah, I knew I was at a tire disadvantage at the start, and I was hoping that the pace difference between them at the end, once the track cooled more, would be bigger than it was. Yeah, I just cruised around, and I think fifth behind Michael for a lot of that. And like, you know, we were pretty much equal, like equal on pace with the leaders for the from lap 6 onward, and then in the last 3 laps of that first run, I started to go faster, and I was catching everybody ahead of me, including Michael, and I gained about a second or so. But then, yeah, at the first stop, I was able to play some games with the fuel and short fill a bit, and then Doriano had his issues, so that got me third. From there, just passing Michael on pace, and then trying to take advantage of the tires to get Dan, but he was just crazy fast on his outlaps, and there wasn't much I could do at the end there.
Probably going to still maintain the lead in points, going to Okayama. That's not a place that we've raced IndyCars here in any of the leagues that I've been in with you. I don't know if you've ever raced IndyCars there. What's your take on Okayama, and what's your take on racing an IndyCar at Okayama?
I don't think I've ever done a race there. Well, actually, maybe like some week 13 stuff, but never an official race. So I really don't know what to expect. And I know it's going to be super narrow at the end of the lap, so it's just going to be a lot of patience, setting up moves where you can, probably similar to this race, or at least Suzuka maybe. Just a lot of follow the leader, managing tires, and trying to be there and have some pace at the end.
Well, we probably have everything memorized before. I can probably just record this segment and just say, hey, anyone want to say hi to, and just let you go, and I'll just play the segment. But it seems like we got you up here all the time. Just go ahead and do your shout outs to everybody at home. You got yourself earned yourself another opportunity to say hi to everybody with yet another podium.
Yeah, well, first shout out to my teammate Matt Taylor. He did well. Had some issues, I think, but he recovered well and brought home a top 10, so that was great.
Yeah, good day for your team.
Good team points again. Yeah. We'll have to see how that shakes out with Dan and Doriano getting the double podium, but we'll see. So yeah, shout out to Matt, and then my family at home, LMCgear.com, Happy Charles Chili Company, and thank you to you, Gary, and Racers Broadcasting for putting on an awesome show.
Well, pandering to us always helps. So thank you very much. We will catch you. Everyone else on the stream is going to catch you probably next week, but I'm sure that I will see you or talk to you one way or another before then. So congrats, and we will see you again soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep. Come on back to the waiting room, and let's bring down Principal Dan. Hey, Dan, we got you here in the booth. Headmaster in the Monza area. After this, he's got to go to bed so he can get up in the morning to make sure the kids don't misbehave at the school. Second win in the FIS. You lead the series career in the number of pole positions just fast. You had yourself I don't know if you got bored at the front or whatever, but just tell us about your race, because you just were never really challenged all day long.
Well, I'm very, very happy because we prepare very well this race, trying to manage in the best way possible red tires and in general the pace also with black. And okay, my qualifying was good. I do an error in my first lap, so I have to slow down my car. And in the second lap, I do my best. Then I try again. I do exactly the same time. So, okay. For the race, starting in the first position and enter in the first turn with nobody in front of me is always the best solution. So I try to do no errors in the first lap with cold tires, and then I try to push. I see that Joao was able to remain near to me, but always at 1 second, 1 second, 0.2, 0.3. So I try to maintain my pace, and I do very, very few passes. Sometimes there was no situation to manage because I have to run all the race alone, but very, very happy. And I'm very happy also for all dogs because Dory was able to do a good race. He has a little problem in the pit, but he was able to catch the podium. So now mind to Okayama and we try to do again our best. And very, very happy, very, very happy. In this moment in Italy, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Yeesh. Well, we will get you on so you can go to bed. So you're going to get up here probably in about an hour or two, anyways, to get ready to get up to go to school. So. Thank you. Congrats.
Thanks.
Again, thanks for staying up late with us. Before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to say hi to or shout out to while we have you here on the stream?
Okay. Thank you for all your wonderful works. Thanks again for you.
Well, grazie,
Bye.
and have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. All right, there you go. What a character. Gotta love it. Gotta go to bed here and wake up in about 2 hours to go discipline, make sure the kids don't misbehave there at the school there in Monza. Well, that's gonna wrap it up here for the race. Here's what we get to look forward to for next week. Like we said, Okayama next week, and then we'll take a week off and then do the trip down to Mount Panorama. Then they will catch the flight back to North America, and they will wrap up, start the North American tour up at Mosport, then do the Oval Indianapolis, and head all over the Midwest and South with Coda, Homestead, the Chicago Street Course, and wrapping it up in Mid-Ohio there in early April. That's about it. We want to thank everyone for watching from home, and check chat one more time. Make sure Got no one hanging for any questions or anything. Incidentally, Okayama is a Class 2 circuit, so that's what they're talking about, being a little bit more narrow. Class 2 tracks tend to be a little bit more narrow. That's it. Yep. No. So thanks. Yep. No. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. So next week is Okayama. That'll be interesting for me because I think all I've ever seen is like MX5 races there. So I've never seen Indy cars there at Okayama. All right, so we'll clue you in on when to join us again for next week here in just a second. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium from Twin Ring Motegi Grand Prix, sponsored by CJaz Endeavors, is Dan Piazza, Alex Van de Sant, and Dory. Join Race First again next Tuesday for round 3 of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series as they wrap up their tour of Japan in Okayama. That's next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube at youtube.com/racefirst. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one to play, so please leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video, and if you're new, please click subscribe. And while you hit it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so you don't miss out on more of Race First iRacing programming, including our coverage of the official iRacing Fixed IndyCar Series, the Monday Night Indy Split, and the Revolution IndyCar League's Schaefer IndyCar Series on Wednesdays. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, on Friday, May 13th, 2022, join myself, my Monday night broadcast partner, Stephen Larkamp, and two-time defending Velocity Online Racing Series IndyCar champion, Alex Van de Sant, and undoubtedly others, as we'll bring you coverage of the fixed Indy 500 bottom split. That's bottom split coverage on Friday the 13th. Mark your calendars. What could go wrong? Twin Ring Motegi Grand Prix sponsorship paid for by CJaz Endeavors for commercials to video games, from books to blurbs. If you have voice work of any sort that needs to be done, Christian Jasper is your guy. Demos are at the ready upon request, and he's eager to work on whatever project you have. Message at CJaz Endeavors on Twitter for pricing to get the ball rolling today. Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series sponsorship, ride-along sponsorship paid for by KidWorks OC. KidWorks OC restores Orange County, California's at-risk neighborhoods one life at a time. Go to kidworksoc.org today to see how you can help restore an at-risk neighborhood and make a difference in a child's life. Formula Indy Series title sponsorship paid for by Midwest Kidney Warriors. Midwest Kidney Warriors is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that advocates life for those battling kidney disease. We have several kidney warriors needing a life-saving transplant and many who require a living donor. For more information, please visit our website, MidwestKidneyWarriors.com, or stop by their group page on Facebook today. For business inquiries and to learn more about Race First and what we do, visit racefirst.com or follow us on Twitter. You can follow me, Gary Gozzo, on Twitter at Gary Gozzo. So for everyone at Race First, I'm Gary Gozzo saying to all good night. Thanks for watching, and all our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless. Come home safe. Thanks again. Catch us next week for the next race of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series. Good night.